Hi Ronies, this is your pal Rony K95, and today this is going to be my newest video where I'm going to be my first, this is video of my first vlog. So today, this is going to be my first vlog of my video I'm going to be doing on YouTube. And this time we're going to be focusing on some of my favorite movies on my top 10. Okay. What I have to come with in mind, especially for thinking about some movies, what do you like that I have in my top 10? Okay, this one I'm here. Number 1 is The Warriors. Number 2, The Last Unicorn. Number 3, Akira. Number 4, Bram Stoker's Dracula. Number 5, Ladyhawke. Number 6, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Number 7, Child's Play. Number 8, Silent Night, Deadly Night. Number 9, I Am Legend. And number 10, Fantasia. And the reason why I'm doing this, because I know movies. Let's start with number 10. Number 10, Fantasia. It was made in 1940 on November 5th by Disney because it was the first movie with classical music combining with animation. You know, like segments like Sorcerer's Apprentice, Night on Bald Mountain, Rite of Spring, Toccata and Fugue, and all the other segments, and the reason why I've said it, because it came out, it only played about 25 theaters back in the day, in the 1940s, because I was not even born in the 1940s, but I know the movie because I've seen it because so many millions of times, and I consider that as a classic. So let's hope they should release the signature edition of Fantasia, the original one, with the digital soundtrack by Irwin Coastal, and Fantasia has been parodied in Bruno Bozzetto's Allegro non troppo, and there was a sequel to Fantasia 2000. Number 9, I Am Legend. And the reason why do I say that is because I've seen that movie at the movies, because it's pretty good, because it's based on the novel The Last Man on Earth, because it's a story about Robert Neville, who was a survivor living in New York City, who's trying to wipe out the Dark Seekers, which the Dark Seekers only come out at night. Number 8, Silent Night, Deadly Night, the controversial horror holiday schlock movie, because it has been, when Silent Night, Deadly Night was released on 1984, the same year as Nightmare on Elm Street, because it has been protested by angry parents, because it was saying that Santa Claus killed people and shit. It's a story of a boy named Billy who sees his parents getting killed by a killer who dressed up as Santa Claus, until he was sent in an orphanage run by the sadistic Mother Superior, until he was all grown up and he became Santa Claus, and he goes out and kill people with axes and shit like that. Number 7, Child's Play, the greatest horror movie that started Chucky movies. But I'm not talking Cult of Chucky, because I didn't mention it, or the sequels like Seed of Chucky or Bride of Chucky or any movie. No, I'm talking about the first one, because the movie was about a serial killer named Charles Lee Ray was running from the police detective. He got shot by him, and he transferred his soul into Chucky doll, which is basically good guy dolls and all, because it was Charles Lee Ray's evil soul transferred into Chucky, and Chucky basically kills people whenever he tried to get his way to get his soul back into his body. Number 6, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. And the reason, and Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back is about the movie, how they're gonna stop it takes place in like New Jersey, because they were heading on the way to Hollywood, California, because they were about this movie called Blunt Man and Chronic. And there is cameos in Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back, like Wes Craven, director of Scream and Nightmare on Elm Street, in that movie, as well as other actors like Jason Biggs from American Pie, and I forgot the other actor's name from Dawson's Creek. And it features Will Ferrell in that movie. Because my favorite scene and it features Morris Day and the Time. You remember these guys on Prince movie Purple Rain. Randall was saying he was trying to watch Clash of the Titans until he can hear the Jay and Silent Bob screaming about Morris Day at the top of their lungs, which he said to Dante while working at Quick Stop. Number 5, Ladyhawke. Ladyhawke, that's a classic movie, because it's about an evil bishop who puts the curse on the woman and the knight. By day, she becomes the hawk, and by night, he becomes the wolf. But by day, he's the knight, and by night, she's the human. So, it's a story about the pit, because the pickpocket has to escape from the dungeons of Aquila by the sadistic bishop of Aquila. Because, yes, it is a great movie, Ladyhawke was. I think I liked it. That's the reason why I love Ladyhawke all the time. Because I always loved watching that movie all the time. Number 4, Bram Stoker's Dracula. That's a great movie because it's like almost to the book compared to the 1930s Dracula with Bela Lugosi. Because it's like it doesn't even look like it's part like the book. If you read the book, watch the one with Gary Oldman, because it's made in 1992. Number 3, Akira. It's one of those movies for those who like anime, because it's about a group of teenagers who are in like a motorcycle gang. We're in like Neo Tokyo because the law was controlling over was the army and the government, as well as the police and stuff. And Tetsuo has been mutated into, like, basically fucking a mutated baby-looking thing at the end of the movie, and it kills Kaori. And the music by Gino Yamashirogumi sounds like Shinto Buddhist prayers and shit. But the other one from the Underground Fortress is that slide guitar noises and other Indonesian percussions and other noises and shit. And yes, Akira is the groundbreaking movie, which one of those anticipated animated movies for those who love Japanese anime. Which the movie Akira got me hungry for more anime. Number 2, The Last Unicorn. It's the story of the unicorn who was on a quest to search for other unicorns, because she was the last of her kind, with the help of the peasant woman and the magician. Because the castle was guarded by the Red Bull, the magician turns the unicorn into the girl, but at the end he turns the girl back to the unicorn, because the castle is run by the notorious villain King Haggard, played by Christopher Lee, Count Dooku from Star Wars, and Gandalf from Lord of the Rings as well. I read the book by Peter S. Beagle because it was the Hugo Award winner author, as well as the graphic novel adaptation of The Last Unicorn. And number 1, The Warriors. The Warriors is basically a group of teenagers, a group of guys who are from Coney Island, who are like a gang in like in the 70s. They were head to that gang meeting thing where it was held by Cyrus when they were trying to outrun the cops, and then Luther grabs the gun and shoots Cyrus, and then he says that thinks that the Warriors did it, and then Cleon got beaten up by the Gramercy Riffs because he says he didn't shot Cyrus, when Luther's saying the Warriors did it. It's a cult favorite because it's one of my favorite movies, and it's made by Paramount. If you haven't seen The Warriors, check that movie out because it's a great movie, and it's based on the book by Sol Ulrich. It's like one of the movies that have gangs in it. That's it for my movie review today. Not movie reviews. Sorry, I mean top 10 movies that are my favorite. I hope you like to comment, rate, subscribe, favorite. Put the comment section below and tell me about what is your favorite movie that you like.